Good afternoon, everyone. At least those of you that are live. Okay, the feed is up. So, happy day after Christmas for those of you who are watching this live. A happy Boxing Day to, I don't know if anybody more than Great Britain celebrates. I know Canada celebrates Boxing Day. But anyway, so happy Boxing Day to those of you who celebrate. I am celebrating Boxing Day myself today. I don't usually have the day after Christmas off, but I would anyway because it's a Sunday, which I had to think about this morning. But I'm taking a week of vacation between Christmas and New Year's, which I have not had a full week of vacation in 3 or 4 years. So this is going to be awesome. Normally I take mine in little bits. So anyway, so happy Boxing Day. I think Kwanzaa starts today. Just whatever you're celebrating, or even if you're just hanging out today, that's a-okay too. So hey, Sue. So one of the things I wanted to do is do just a little quick catch up on something in my book. So here is my layout for, I did this on the wrong layout, you guys. All right. I was going to use this pocket for something and just realized that's not the right pocket. Here we go. Okay. So, this is my wrapping. Hey, Kelly, hey, Kelly. Hey, Moira, I'm Kelly. Happy Boxing Day to you. I just wished happy Boxing Day to you in the comments that you left earlier. And it is pajama day for me too. I just decided I have nowhere I have to go, nothing I have to do. It's pajama day. I did change out of the ones I slept in just because these are a little bit warmer, and I just don't feel like turning it up in my house. It's not freezing, but anyway. So, and you can bet that there will be, there is sort of a photo of me watching a Hallmark movie earlier when you can see my, robe and that kind of stuff in it. So that'll be fun. Anyway, I realized that I forgot something important in the wrapping, and I'm just going to do this so that if anybody from my family would ever watch this, they don't know how much I spent on them. But what I do is I keep a Christmas list in my phone, and then what I'll do is I'll write down ideas of what I'm thinking about getting for the people in my life, or once I get them something, I write it down and what the price was so that I know I'm staying on budget. And then when they're done, I check them off. So, and then give a total, all right, you saw that already, of what I spent for Christmas this year. And I don't really have that many people I buy for. Mostly it's really my 4 grandchildren, my 3 greats, so great niece and 2 great nephews, and my mom, and then my boyfriend. So I don't have a ton of presents to buy, which is, whatever. So what I want to do is just, sometimes I'll put it in like one of the pockets, and sometimes I'll hide it. Otherwise, what I'll do is what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tuck it in this bag here so that I know that it's there. I might decorate this, I might not. And it's in behind all these photographs that I took from a lights thing that we did. And I'm just going to do it like that. I'm a-okay with that, but thank goodness I had this in here so that I could do that. I wasn't even thinking, but I almost did it on this bag because I knew I had a bag for it. Anyway, so that's that. That's what's there. So what I want to do is show you the state of what my book looks like right now, because for most of us, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are our biggest probably days for our books. And how do I handle that? We talked about this the other day with my, with all the photos. So what I did is I went through the photos of the 2 days. I did not use every photo I had, but I did do multiple pages for this. And then I also had Christmas Eve and Christmas Day 3x4 cards. So I stuck those in. So as I was printing, I took a look at all my photos first, said, okay, these are really the important ones because I don't want to have 20 photos of Christmas Eve. I'll do another page with all of the photos from Christmas Eve in. And then I also stuck in things that I thought I might want to use. This one says magic. So I thought I might want to use that acrylic somewhere. So I have and this is an awesome photo. We went to this just amazing light show. My sister lives in a small town about 40 minutes away from where I do. And they have literally still have a town square, which is awesome. There are not many of those in our area. And the buildings around the town square, 99% of them were lit up. And then on the hour on 5, 6, 7, and 8, every day they do a light show with the lights timed to music. It was incredible because normally you're looking at somebody's display like at a house and you're standing apart from it. With this, you were standing in the middle of it all. It was so cool. So Carol, I saw your hello. I don't remember if I said hello to you, so I'm going to do it again just in case I didn't. Sometimes I'm talking about so much and whatever. I just forget where I am. So this is going to be page 1 because this was kind of the biggest thing and the coolest thing that we did. There are many more pictures of this though, so I will do a 12x12 using these photos as well. Then I took a photo of just me in one of the light places. I took a photo of, we had a bottle of Silver Oak Cabernet, which is probably my favorite wine, but it's way on the spendy side, so we don't do it often, but we were just celebrating Christmas and the fact that I had had a great year, so we did that. And then these are my sister and brother-in-law posing. We were playing Rummy Cub. It's really fun. And yeah, anyway. And then I've included a 6x8 full page. The reason I did that is not for this side, but for this side. I have a photo of my tree that I wanted to use as just about as big as I could. So that's that side. This side, I'm going to do a layout with one of the buildings really lit up here. So we'll figure that out as I go forward here. And I thought it was time to use up some paper. So there's that. Then on this side is the photo of my tree, and you're going to see Christmas Day, obviously tomorrow, but I've stuck in a couple of 3x4 cards that I might want to use for different reasons. I stuck in some die cuts that I might want to use for some reasons. And then I grabbed a bunch of stickers here that I might want to do. So I spent probably about an hour and a half or so earlier today selecting photos, printing photos, and then dropping in things that I knew I wanted to use. So then here there's a 3-up with 2 3x4s and 1 4x6 with my Christmas Day layout. It is a single photo and then a 4-up. So 4 photos each side. And then here I put in that Christmas Day layout or the Christmas Day card so that I'm already, and I did these roughly in the order that the day happened. And they happen to pair pretty well here. And then I also added a little, this is a piece from that says 25th. So, I could come back and bring this in here. I could bring it in here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. And maybe I should pop it in here because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then I will, decide if I'm going to use it or not. But I need to use it today if I'm going to use it. So yeah. Yay pajama day, Regina. Absolutely. So that'll be something I'm thinking about. There are more Christmas Day stickers here that I probably want to use. So I'm going to make sure that I stick these back in here for tomorrow. And then the one other thing that I want to show you is that some of these have multiple photos. So I made a taco ring. I was supposed to make it for an appetizer at my boyfriend's family. So it's really crescent rolls with a taco mixture, and then you use taco toppings. And normally, this is on my baking sheet still, but normally you would fill this with like lettuce, tomatoes, and olives, You could do that on the outside as well if you want to too. And then you put like salsa and guacamole and sour cream on the side so people can add it. But now I don't want to have a whole nother page protector here. So I'm going to make a flip because I don't have any photo flips left. I do, however, have them in my cart at both scrapbook.com and a cherry on top so that the next time I order, they're there. So that's what things are going to look like for Christmas Day. Here's real life. Remember this pocket behind? So I showed you the playlist cards. I have cards with playlist music on it, which I might end up just tucking in somewhere. I showed you the gift tags the other day that I'm collecting. And then I knew when I was going to do pajamas today that I had these pajamas all day pieces. This one does not match any of the colors that I have in my book. So I don't know if I'll actually use this, but we'll see. And then I've got something about streaming services. I'm doing laundry today as well. So that might, I just took a photo of me doing laundry actually, so I can use that. This is a piece I thought I might want to use because I've been taking pictures of my coffee cups. So I could do that on the Christmas Day thing. And then here's some music stuff so I can use that. So I'm going to pop this back in here because it's not something I'm going to use today. But that's the state of my book in progress, how that looks as I'm trying to figure things out. This time that I spent today, normally I don't spend that much time printing, but because I had so many photos, it was nice to take the time to go through it. I'm not going to put you guys through trying to decide where things are going to go and that kind of a thing. So let's take out these pages here and then this one, because this one is the one from the day before. And if I do that playlist video, I might, that little playlist card, if I don't use it anywhere else, if I don't have a spot for it, I'll probably put it in between these two, because both of these days I was listening to music. I have a Christmas album playlist, but yesterday I just pulled off my absolute favorite songs and put them into a different, or not yesterday, on Christmas Eve, I did put those into its very own playlist. So that would be appropriate for popping it in between the two. We'll see how things go. So let's get, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to work on this spread here. So I'm going to work on each page one day at a time. This one will set kind of like the tone for what's going to happen here. And I don't think I didn't think I had any double photos, like where I'm going to have to make up a flip. And I think actually in Christmas it's going to be 2 flips that I'm going to have to create. So we have this. This is my sister. I love this photo of her. She's skipping through the light tunnels. So I just had to put that in because that's so cute. And it's also kind of unlike her. So I thought that was cute. I'm going to pull the magic out of here. I may or may not use it in this spread. This would actually be kind of a good place to use it though, because, and it did feel like magic, because it won't interfere with anybody's head or anything like that. Now let me just go check. Yeah, I mean, I could do it. I could also do it this spread too and bring it in with this, but this doesn't feel quite as magical to me. This photo, as beautiful as it is, it didn't feel like magic. So yeah, I think that's kind of a good idea that I do it on that opening, the opening one. So I'm going to just pull this off because I have so much here for us to look at. Okay, then, now I don't always do 4x6s or 4x8 paper behind these 4x6s, but I think I'm going to want to hide what's going on behind it a little bit more. So I do too, Moira. I really think this is a nice way to do it. And it takes up, it's not blank space there, but I think it takes up, this is so beautiful and focused here. I think putting this here will be nice. Okay. So the one thing I might want to have this out for as we're looking, Let's see. Let me see if, okay, I'm going to put this over here a little bit further. I can see it. I think you guys can still, well, you're getting a bad glare there. But the other thing I think I want to look at is I need to find paper to go behind this photo and then this photo. So as I'm going and doing this, and by the way, guys, go grab yourself a cup of something to drink. I think this is going to be a long one, in all seriousness. So I really want to find a paper that really highlights this photo. And I love that red. And there's little tiny hearts behind it. Yeah, this is it. I don't even have any question about that. Let me just make sure I've got a 4x6 so I can use my mat here. Oops. Okay, I think I have to cut this down just a little bit. And I think I actually can get this in at 4 1/4 if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's a little bit big. I think it's actually 4 1/8. So I'm going to cut that down a little bit more again. It's one of the things I love my Caterpillar Pro trimmer for is it's really good at slicing into things that aren't, except I did it unevenly. Things that are not what do I want to say? Thin, a really thin cut. Okay, because I just cut this. I mean, it's so thin it made a squiggly, what do I want to say? Squiggly line. Okay, Myra, if it's almost cocktail hour there, I always use the home country rule, which is where my relatives are from on a day like today, which means for me, basically, either Germany or Ireland or Mexico. Mexico's the same time slot that I am in, so that we don't do. I'm going to cut off just a little bit more off the bottom of this photo, not off the top, because I like the color at the top. I want a little bit more space. Anyway, so if your relatives are all from Canada as your home country, just go ahead and use mine and have a cocktail. Okay, so then what I'll do here is pop this in here, and then I'm going to just use my ATG here to add some adhesive. And that, I've never had one of these fall off, and then I usually kind of look at it, and where there's an opening, I just kind of rub it onto whatever's closest to it. You can do that with your ATG. Okay, so that's good. I'm just gonna barely get that on my brother-in-law's head, and I really love how that looks. Okay, so that one's basically done. Then we have this one and this one. And let's see, just trying to see how much. I don't think I have anything that says 24 right now, so that's good. There is one of these pieces that says soon it will be Christmas Day. I'm not sure that I want anything that big on this photo of my sister, though. And especially not that close to the magic. So, phrase sticker time to see if I like a phrase sticker. I might just leave that as it is, just because I love it too much. Okay, so here's another one that says one more sleep, which might be cute with this photo of my sister. And as I pulled that off it, oh, here we go. Yeah, I really just like this by itself. Oh, okay, awesome. So use the home country rule in Ireland right now. You're good. So there's one. Yeah, I really think, let's see, the perfect tree. Hello, December. Making Spirits Bright, Wonder. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. So for now, this for me is done, except maybe some enamel dots or some of the stars. Thought I could use maybe some of these stars or hearts, or some of the puffies. So that is good for me right now. It just, this photo is just so sweet. So my sister was in the Army here for quite a while, and she, not that she doesn't have a sense of humor and not that she's not joyful, but her being like showing her abandoned joy is not as common as it might be for me. How about that? That's what I want to say. Okay, so then let's come back here. That's why I don't want to do anything with this photo, because I love it so much. Okay, so then let's look at these two, but keeping in mind this and the fact that I use the hearts here. And I just want to see what I have left. I think this is going to be, yeah, that's way too much. And that is the wrong color. Let's see. Actually, I should be showing. Oh, this could be cool. I talked about wanting to use this paper. And I probably could cut a little bit more off here. Then it's always, which quadrant do I put it in? That is going to be, I would prefer a blown up portrait orientation, but that is not what I have. So going through with that, or I also saw this. This is too plain. There's a fa la la paper. There's a ledger paper in here, which I don't think I would like with that. Then let's look and see what's in my fa la 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 pack. Because I could do this as well, which I think this actually, yeah, this actually pops off of this a little bit better. And I think that's just because it is, I do have this blue one left too, but that gets lost on there. I think it's too close to the color. So I did that pretty fast, sorry you guys. I like the red. Green hearts here too. So let's, yeah, again, that's getting lost on the green. I have this red paper with a lot of stuff going on. So that's too much stuff for me. Oh, look at you guys. I have that gorgeous wood paper still too. And I think I'm going to have the same problem with this one, yeah, that I had with the other one. This is it, I think. I said that, and now I, of course, want to go open. I have the Christmas Basics one from last year as well, too. You know, and just because I can, I'm going to open it. So this is a nice red and white stripe, but with no pink behind it. And then I have this lighter green as well. We could go back to red. I'm just making my job a lot harder. Let's Kelly go through all the paper. Okay, I don't like that. I'm doing this really fast, you guys. I hope it's okay for you that I'm doing it this fast. Okay, so let's go back and see what I like. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. Oh, and I should be looking at what it looks like with this spread over here. That's the other thing I want to be thinking about, is what does it look like over here? Because I am going to need to do paper here now that I think about it. And that might look really good with a green. Let me grab this photo, because there's a lot of yellow in that table, and it's going to look funny with a red. So that kind of looks nice with a green. Or I have this darker green too, which looks kind of nice up there. So those are the two possibilities there. Oh, we have this one though too. Or we have that on this. That's okay for me, but not great. So let's see if I like this on here. I actually like this on the polka dot. So one decision made. Let's do that. Stop fooling around because I have embellishing to do. That's why I said this one's gonna take along, because I knew I wanted to kind of show you where my book was right now, what it looks like when I'm in process. And I think that's a good thing to see, that, you know, I'm thinking as I'm editing photos, I'm thinking, what do I have that I could use with this? Or, you know, kind of thinking about the layout. That layout is always the hardest part. Once I get that done, because it's pocket scrapbooking, I think it's a lot easier. Okay, so we have that, and then we have this. And I think we can cut off some of that stuff in the top and the background to give me a little more room around here so you can see more of the polka dots. This also did not cut straight, so hang on a second when I did the original cut. So I'm gonna do that. Oops. Having a hard time slicing this one. Don't know what the problem is. So I didn't want to take off this bottom with the 5 and 9 because that was my board. And by the way, guys, you can't play this game if you've had too many cocktails because you have to really think. Okay, so there's that one. So that we have decided. Now we need to just come back. I'm just going back to greens here again. I have just to see, can we maybe match that up? I don't know. I think that's okay, but it's not. Here's the minty green that matches that. So actually, maybe what I can do, here's my thought. I'll mat this on a really slim mat and then put it on top of one of these, maybe. And I could mat it with this, actually, so that it pulls back to that. I like that idea. Okay. So then let's do that. Oops. I want to just get a tiny mat, but I want you to be able to see the polka dots, at least a little bit of the polka dot, so that you know that that polka dot is there as well. This means a tiny, tiny, tiny slim mat. Okay. All right, so there's the mat. So now we have that as a choice. We have this as a choice. I didn't love this. There was too much white. So I think that's okay. And then we have that as a choice. And I really think I like this back here. That the other ones feel a little bit too strong. Okay, so rolling along. Now I have to deal, this is going to be the biggest thing, is what am I going to do with this layout? I think I did have in my book, I think I stuck some Christmas words into, oh, it's in here. Christmas. Ooh, I also have magic. So let's grab those. I thought I had wonder in here, but maybe we could do Christmas magic. somehow. And then I want to do something like adding in, I'm going to grab some wax paper here. And I can always pop something behind there. So like Christmas. Okay, let me look in here and see if that other word is in here, because I'm not loving that. Here's wonder. I can see it right here. Okay, I like that. And I'm wondering if I should do like this and bring that up in there, but I think I'm going to lose. Just playing with this a little bit to see. Feels heavy up there. I don't think that's the right thing. Okay, so I'm liking this and I'm liking this. Maybe, let's look at these. I have these frames here, or labels. I need something to give, I need something to act as a foundation. That's what I wanted. That's the word I want for behind there. So now I could do this favorite photo, and then I would just do it. So I would just have the green and the magic there. I'm missing the blue in here, but that, oh, I could add this in too. Let's take a look and see. Family fun. That's a lot. That I could do down here maybe. And then bring in some blue with, I only have one blue puffy. I have one blue star. And I have a blue heart, and they're the larger ones. Okay, liking that a lot better. It's almost like I could use almost another mat there. I'll look to see. I don't think I have a blue. Let me see what this looks like if we add blue here and do it like all the way across. I kind of like that. Okay, so that's what I think I'm going to do, is add this other mat. Now it's going to divide the paper above and below. So, Moira, I'm assuming you meant I needed another piece of paper behind there. Yeah, it just didn't look, it needed to pop something. So just get this cut. Okay, I think this is going to look a lot better, but it's still going to have something to do with what's going on over there. So Christmas Wonder. Now I could also do this down here. But I actually think that I like that. Now I have another option here too. Okay, so if I go back this way, I like this like this. So I think I'm going to glue that down and just, I know I like it, so let me figure out how to make this work. How about that? Sometimes that's just what you have to do, is if you like something and it's not working, just glue it down and then start working around it and keep playing, because I think already this looks a lot better with the extra, that extra matte. I think this has just changed it. Now I can change how far down that is. I don't think that I want to bring this in like this, but maybe. Let's try it. Yeah, I like this. Now, let's do this. I'm going to cut this in half because I do like this, but I want to play with this just a second to see what happens. And I do not have a number on here yet, you guys. I just realized that. That could go in the corner of this though, because I'll need to do that. So my other thought is, okay, so this is going to be upside down though, so I don't know that I like that. My other thought was to do this, but I actually don't even like that. So, although this favorite photo now is upside down anyway. That's okay. We'll deal. So let's, again, because I like this, I'm just going to glue it on and see what happens. And position it. I don't want this to line up. It might line up with the photo a little bit, but not that close. Okay, the magic here, and then the star. And I was thinking about papping the magic up, but I don't need to do that. Okay, star. That's good. I'm going to, again, add ATG to this because I just have been finding out that these stars are popping off. And if they're doing it all already, who knows what the future is going to be like. So I might as well just kind of treat it like chipboard. They didn't used to do it, but I'm finding that more and more. Okay, so there's the star there. Really like how that looks. And I actually think that this is going to be fine just the way it is. That I don't need to add anything to the bottom if I pull it down like that. And then I'll probably put some enamel dots around that to take up a little bit more space. Is what I'm thinking. So I just kind of get this. I'm holding it down with I like to do that with the heel of my hand a lot, where I just hold stuff down. My wax paper or kitchen paper wanted to stick there. Okay, awesome. Liking that a lot, actually, the way that looks now. Okay, so then just pop that there. There's pink and red over here. There's no pink or red over here. I'm thinking of popping that on there. And then we have the family fun piece. And what I would probably do is actually cut it so it's just like a little almost badge on this, maybe not taking up like that, but more like this. So it's kind of sitting in the middle. But let's see. I'm thinking about maybe red. What do I have in red? And I actually think I like this one better. I just like the color better. Oh, actually I have a red label too. I actually like the scale of this, and it has a little interest to it. So I just have to, these are printables from Ellie's Studio. They they release them, I think, pretty much monthly. So now we're bringing in the colors that are over here to here. And I'm going to need to cut this photo down. And I don't think I'm doing anything to the behind it, so we should be good. Okay. Then just a little bit here. Hopefully I'm not too far down so that you can see what I'm doing. So I want it not to line up with the edge of that, but just to go a little bit beyond that little white spot in the lights there. So I think my boyfriend is going to get to go. He took his second COVID test today. He's got a rapid test and he is COVID negative 2 days in a row. So we are thinking that he's going to be okay. And that means we would get to celebrate Christmas together probably tomorrow. I think he is going to do a full test just to make sure, because we're having Christmas with my stepkids and grandkids later this week, and I don't want anything to happen to them. So, okay. So then I have this one. Oops, forgot about the family fun. Let's get the family fun on here. And I'm going to try to cut this even. And just pop this down on the photo here. And then this is giving me lots of opportunities to add enamel dots to bring color around as well. I do have this great gather together piece, but we're not gathering there, so I don't know. We'll see. I have lots of photos to do from Christmas days, from Christmas, and then also of my grandkids too, so I'll probably use that there. So maybe green label there. Let's see, here's a green. So there's a light label, which I think is okay, but I was thinking dark green to pull back to next to the one next to it. So let's see what I have available here. Ooh, we have a green sticker label that matches the red printable pretty much. Not completely, but pretty close. So let's see how that looks. And these are from the label stickers from this Christmas. I feel like that's too much weight there. Since I'm going to be adding stars, my thought now is just a puffy star up in here. And that will stick to the photo. And then I'll add either enamel dots or stars with that. So maybe some red enamel dots. Thinking, let's see, blue? No blue puffy stars available. Yeah, I've used up all my blue. Maybe, I think a small one here, or smaller one, not small, but smaller. And then here, maybe bringing the red down. Let's see. Red. I think red and green both. Let's see, which side do we want to put it on though? I think right there is good. Okay, so let's finish this off with the enamel dots. And then a lot of mess going on my desk over here. if it's right there. But I'd like to have some room for some puffies here, or some puffies, some enamels. These Altenew enamel dots have been just a really good thing because there's, okay, so green, I say red and blue up here. Okay, and maybe, I think I need one of these to be smaller, so maybe blue with a small red one. There we go. And then here, blue. There's pink over here, so let's do pink. I think this needs to move. Blue with pink. Sometimes even when you use your, there we go. I'm not loving that pink sitting out there though. Here we go. Down here. Oh, you guys, I did this wrong. Ah! You know what I did? I put that label on that photo of my sister. That is not the side I wanted to do it on. Oh no. So what I'm going to do is I'll reprint this. Thank goodness, right? For, oh, I may not need to. Hold on. I might just be able to get it off with my, okay. I'm going to have to get this off with my, my ATG or, okay, so let's try this again. I'm not going to want to change my mind now. And I want to change my mind. Now I think I want the, now that I've cut that, I think I want green. Let's do them both. That could have been disaster. I'm choosing it to see as an opportunity to embellish it differently. And I'll deal with the photo behind it with the undo because I think that'll come off okay. Okay, so now I really would like blue on here, but I don't have a blue star except in acetate. And I think that's not going to probably work as well. What I can do though, I think I did this earlier. I'm gonna go grab a piece of white cardstock because I don't think I have any blue stars left in. Now I have a blue heart left in the die cut pack, but no blue stars. Although maybe I have. I'm just gonna take a look. I want to make sure I don't think I have any navy stars that work. I think all I have left is hearts. Let's see. I think I have like bright blue stars and that's it in LE Studio. I need a pack of just navy stars from LE Studio. I could just tell them that, right? I'm sure they'd make them. Yeah, I have hearts, but I don't have stars. So let me grab cardstock quick. This is just the cardstock that I keep remnants of. How big will that? Yeah, that's pretty big. So let's use this smaller piece. See, guys, it's not all easy because I've said this before. When you see those sped up videos, it looks like we just boom, 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 and we're done, and we make all the right decisions. But you have to remember they're edited. So if nothing else, they're a lot faster. That's why I always, when I do a regular video, that's one of the first things you see is the title of it, and then how long it took me to do it, including the time that it takes me to pick papers, which is usually between 5 and 10 minutes for me, depending on whether it's my first layout of the day or I'm changing kits, that kind of stuff. But that's the reason I do it, so that it doesn't look like it goes this easily all the time. So I'm just popping this onto the cardstock, so then you won't see all the lines of everything behind it. Okay. Small crisis averted. And then now I can't use that. Well, I can't. I could use that blue. Well, I could use it actually. Maybe we just use it down here. And let's see. Do we want to do a pink one up here? You guys are probably thinking, what is she doing? Because she said she didn't want to put anything on that one photo. Okay. And it is definitely sticky. So undo, or I might just reprint it because that might even be easier. And it'll, sometimes undo makes the old undo used to do a good job, but when it had to be reformulated to match with California law, it came. Okay, so let's see. This needs, and I only do one because let's do the small one. Because there's already so much going on there. Okay. So then we need enamel dots over here. And we have blue, green. I wonder if I can get a big red one in here somewhere without. I think I have to go with the smaller ones. Red. And then let's see, green. And then let's do pink in that same size. I'm going to bring it over to the other side of the frame. There. So there's a little triangle of dots. Which I could do that up here too. Let's see. Is that too much? I don't think so. I'm going to play with this just a little bit. I'm thinking I might like that. So let's do a little green one on this one. I'm going to turn that star just a little bit so I can sneak it in there like, well, not like that. Like this. And then here, blue and green maybe. And then I'll probably do them right next to each other, but in a small one for here. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. Got one there. We need one over here. And I'm just going to do the pink to bring that in. Okay, so there we go. So now we have 3 on each page. So I think that's good. Let's tuck this in here because that's done. And then we're going to flip these, and I'm going to be careful here. Gonna be careful. This needs to go back in here, and I can attach these two. Okay, so then let's go back here. If I do enamel side, they're going to have to, there we go. Come on, and I think I should somewhere do them. So maybe a little cluster down in that corner there. Around here would be good. So let's see. Oops, let's get the right red though. That's too big. I'm gonna use up all my medium dots here pretty quickly. Okay, let's do green up here. And then blue down there, because I think it will fade in a little bit to the background. And then maybe a red, oh here, this is what I should be doing. Green here at the end, blue there, and then I'll pop a little red one up here. And I'll probably come back when I'm all done with this, not make you watch this, but I'll probably come back and add a, what am I thinking? Add a little glue dot. Thank you. Words are hard. I have not had anything, as much as I was encouraging Moira to have a cocktail, I have not had a cocktail. Okay. Then, so what I'm thinking about this one, and if I remember this, I'm going to just probably reprint this photo. I think it'll be just easier to make sure that works. I'm going to come back and I'll probably put 3 here in this corner here, as long as I like that. And I can actually, well here, since I'm going to reprint it, let's try it and see what we think. So how about blue? And I'm thinking green. And red. So there's that. So then we have that one there. And then this card, what I'm going to do is I'll do my journaling and then I'll add 3 here. So I'll show you this spread again when I'm tomorrow. I'll just show you what happened here. I don't want to take the time to journal on camera, and it's hard to journal on camera because I'm glad you're having a glass of wine, Moira. I will be, well, joining you, but off camera when I'm done. It's hard to talk and journal at the same time. There's a reason why Shamel does not do it on camera. It's really hard. I used to, but I just don't do it anymore. Plus, if I'm trying to think of stuff, I think it's kind of boring for you guys to see that. So let's just get these in here, and I'll journal something on those little labels too as well. So here's Christmas Eve. It sits across from that one. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way so you guys can see. So here's Christmas Eve. Sits across from that one. I think I did a good job of really combining the colors. When I did this, card yesterday, I knew about that photo already. So sometimes that helps if you, like I'm working 2 days behind what the actual day is, just so that I can get the photos printed, do the activity, all of that for you guys. So I think I'm doing a good job of using the colors here. Yeah, that's what I think so too, Moira. And once we get some of the enamel dots on, I think it'll do a good job with that. So that's how that spread looks. And then here's these 2 spreads as well. So just pulling some color in here. Retrospectively, with this green up here, I might have done the darker green down here. That might actually be better because I think I did have a darker green something there that I didn't, this guy. So I think I could have done that, and that would have looked nice, echoing that color up there. And I could do it. Maybe I will. Now that I really look at this, it's all coming up beautifully. Now, I can always keep that and use it as another mat. I'm going to do it, you guys. I don't often do this. Usually once I have something down, I don't do this, but I'm going to. And be careful tearing this off so I can use this again. Because this is just a mat ready to happen now. Okay, there we go. The other day too, I think, where a couple days ago, and then I just used the piece. Okay, just need to trim this just a tiny bit here. Okay, I'm not going to do it, but you know what? I'm going to do it because the more I look at it, that will be perfection in my eyes. There. Oops. I just popped off a red star from somewhere. And I also popped off I forgot to show you guys what I did. Somewhere I have a wood star hanging out. I'll have to figure out where that went. Okay, let me put this back in here now. There we go. Much better. I like it much, much better like that. Yes, I know. That was a little dangerous, wasn't it? But here's the thing, Moira. I know I can reprint the photo. If I destroy the photo when I do that, do I like to? Because I'm printing. I don't normally print at home, but I print at home when I do the December daily. So I can always go back and do it. Just like I'm going to do with that photo of my sister. So yeah, see, that makes a huge difference. I still like this where I've got that lighter border around this because the photo is so dark. And I think it did need that other piece of paper behind here, but I love how these echo each other now. And I just think that spread together looks so much nicer. So yeah, I was crazy. It made me a little nervous, but I took a deep breath and said, I can always reprint the photo, right? And it turned out okay. So all right, you guys. Oh, and then I didn't tell you this. I don't know where this red star came from. I will have to figure that out later. This is why I've been gluing them down, because they are migrating a little. So yeah, I stopped printing at home just because right now, and this is a slow year. Last year in 2020, I did over 7. Oh, I found the wood veneer. It was on my arm. Okay, so last year in 2020, I did 700 pages. I have been averaging most years about like mid 400 to 500. The reason that came down is normally I do three scrapbook weekends, which I did not do any this year. And in those weekends, I usually do about 60 layouts. So if I had been to those, that means I would have added another 180 to my total. I'm a little bit over 300 layouts right now for the year. And I probably will do 1 or 2 more. I thought I was going to scrapbook all day yesterday, and I did not. So, but anyway, it's count as layout doing this. So, and double pages. Let me just move on. So I told you guys I was going to put these wood veneer stars on when I did this yesterday. So there they are all now on there where I just added them in. This one's being a particular pain. I don't know why, but anyway. So you guys, that is Christmas Eve. We're going to have another long one tomorrow. So if you see me, and I don't know what time I'm going to go live, we'll see how that goes sometime during the day. But when you see me go live tomorrow, grab a drink too, because it's going to be like this, where it's going to take a while because I'm going to need to do the I'll need to do the back page to this. So it'll be kind of fun to see what happens with all those things I put in. I didn't use everything I stuck in here, but I did use a lot. And I'm going to come back and stick these pieces in my Christmas thing right here, so I don't forget that there's stuff here. Now the one more sleep I'm not going to do because this will be Christmas Day, but there's lots of stuff pertaining to Christmas Day that I can pop in here. So, all right, see, book in progress, you guys. So that's the layout for today. Hope you guys are all well. Again, happy Boxing Day or day after Christmas, however you're celebrating, or neither if you're just, well, actually, if you're watching December Daily, I'm guessing that you're celebrating Christmas in some way. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching December Daily, although maybe you are. So anyway, you guys have a great evening. I'm going to grab a glass of wine so I can clean this mess up. So you guys, it was great to see you again. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye, everybody.